Now, you've just gotten a new bandsaw. Whether it's new or new to you, there are some things you're going to want to check on there. Number one, if the guides are missing some parts and things like that, you're not going to be able to control that blade. So make sure that all of the guides, and by all of the guides, I mean side guides and your thrust bearing, are present both top and bottom. If they're not, obviously, Carter does make a guide probably for your saw, depending on what saw you have. Now, the guides that come with a saw are generally good down to about 1/4 of an inch. Anytime you want to go smaller, then you're going to want a stabilizer, which is a small blade guide. It is strictly for 1/4 inch or smaller blades. Whereas this style guide, which has guides on the side along with the thrust bearing, is good for 3/8 and up. Can be used with 1/4 inch as well. If your saw doesn't have decent guides, it's something you're definitely going to want to make sure that you have, both upper and lower. Now, another thing that you may want when it comes to setting up a saw is you want to make sure that it has a decent fence. Now, if it doesn't come with a fence, this is probably one of the simplest, easy options that you can add, which is a magnetic fence. Now, the nice thing about this particular fence is it's not magnetic whatsoever until we reverse the polarity. And then it becomes absolutely solid, and it will lock down with enough pressure that you can basically push just about anything you want through there. It can be set up, and whether you have a magnetic fence or a standard fence, you're going to want to make sure that you're accurate to the body of the blade. So in order to do that, we'd want to use a F.A.S.T. A F.A.S.T is a fence alignment system tool that you'll notice has a groove, and that's for the offset of the teeth, because when you stick this magnet onto the blade, you don't want it to skew to the offset of the tooth, so that's why that groove is there, so that it does not skew that. And then you can see where it is aligned to your miter slot or to your fence. All right, something else that you're going to want to check is if you've got a used saw, check those tires. Make sure that they don't have rot or cracks or something that would give it kind of a hump in the wheel, which would cause more vibration. So if you need to change the tires, go to urethane. Again, not going to give you better performance. It will just last longer, and you don't have to glue them down. Sometimes these tension rods also get worn. The threads are basically real fine, so as you tighten and loosen, it gets harder and harder to tighten and loosen that blade. It's because the threads have worn out. Now, Carter makes a ratchet rod, which is really handy. It comes with Acme type threads, so same as a vise, so they don't get hard to tighten or loosen. It also has a 3/8 inch drive. Those hands don't have the strength like they used to have. Well, you can actually put a 3/8 inch ratchet up there to tighten and loosen your blade to make it just a little bit easier. With just a few simple upgrades, you can transform an old bandsaw into a smooth, accurate cutting machine. Watch my 6-step bandsaw setup tutorial to dial everything in. By the time you're done, your new-to-you bandsaw will cut better than you ever thought possible.